Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 reporting a successful virus scan on my computer. If you don't know why, check out Company of Heroes 2 episode 261 for more details on that. But the virus, aka Monica, has been successfully removed. In any case, let's get to this. It's a 2v2 with Sean and Fuzzy, which I believe is Sean's friend, if not Stalker, one of the two, with Abraham and Sefia on the enemy team. So pretty close overall. A British and Soviet versus two Vermont. Remember, if you want to submit your own replay, you can do so via my YouTube channel, Gmail, or Facebook. Submit it. That doesn't mean I'll be like, hey, I will automatically put up your replay, but I'll check it out and maybe put it on my channel later in the week or in the weeks to come. It's a 2v2 on Polsa, which I believe is a new map. When this opened as a really cool crow on it, and that was kind of like a nice, oh, that's a cool moment type of thing, where you don't see in 2H2. The birds. Oh my god, there's a windmill. Guys, there's a fucking windmill. This is already my favorite. Look at the windmill, guys. Look at the windmill. It's so awesome. They have actually moving shadows.
Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
It's my favorite. I'm just gonna stick by this window. Or fucking windmill from now on, not widow. Anyway, it looks like we have a long path here, a small little urban city with some nice buildings for good placements. Each one of these can you fire out in multiple angles, so I assume the enemy could easily put an MG or whatnot inside to hold it down, kind of lock from all directions. Although, with the amount of buildings, it might be a little bit difficult because of this. So if we look at Fog of War, I'm assuming, yeah, the high fences kind of block off enemies, so you could easily kind of use that to your advantage. I assume if you knock down this stuff, it would be great for long range like MG fire, but for right now, not so much. Let's look at overall capture points, shall we? Looks like we have Sefia pushing in, trying to overwhelm Fuzzy. Poor Fuzzy. Focusing all the fire on the conscripts, doesn't see the engineer squad coming up from behind, and they're literally being shot at. These guys don't have close range weapons, so they're valiantly trying to defend that MG, which I want to be that guy who's firing on the MG and right behind you, not even a foot away, is the guy's rifle just shooting above your head. It's like, yeah, sure. Meanwhile, they did defend the point, so good for them. Abraham, though, on the right-hand side, pushing up, taking a munitions point. Mortar team opening fire, trying to push back their support weapons, but not really getting a hit. British infantry pushing in, most likely to knock these guys out. Unfortunately, with no cover, not going to be as effective. We have the base MG now opening fire on them, so they overextended a bit too much. Again, kind of surprised we actually pushed up there, but nice defense. Looks like you guys are full retreat, but they have an MG on standby, which should probably place. British infantry in the building, which should also probably come up to support, because I easily see a flank possibly occurring, though with the vegetation here, you can see that they can't exactly go through the shrubs. They have to go all the way around, which means they can't go right. They have to go left. Or they go through, with Sean literally being like, I'll beat your MG with my mortar and MG. And you know what? It's working. MG opening fire, pushing them back. Mortar fire, knocking it out. British infantry trying to support, but with an MG and mortar, that thing will be pushed back. And Sean should be able to capture this territory relatively fine. Well, until penal troops come in from behind and say, hello world, I'm gonna own you. Nice flank, trying to knock out that MG and stop the German advance. The Allies are pushing really hard, but they're not getting a ton of resources. I mean, they're getting a lot of munitions, sure, but fuel is actually pretty damn close. You can see here the Germans have the fuel, which is the reason why. But good for them. Nice attempt to try to knock them out. Also, star-wise, the Germans are winning, which is funny how they're pushing so hard, yet they can't capture the star to save their life. Unfortunately, it looks like a Panzerfaust hit the scout car. Penal troops pushing back the Grenadier squad, trying to get the kill, but alas, do not. Very lucky. Was able to get a last shot of him running into the base. MG still guarding this point. I'm surprised they don't try to cover this Vickers, but it looks like Royal Engineer squad coming in to take it. We have a Universal Carrier about to deploy. Penal troops trying to go in. I'm assuming they'll throw a satchel. Double check their different doctrines. Very similar, Fuzzy and Sean. They both have Tigers and a special. One infantry, one anti-armor. And Satchel gets one guy on the retreat. We got Lightning War, focusing more on infantry bonuses, while the other one's more recon and armor, with the mortar half-track, the Panzer tactician, and the recon, which is pretty damn good. Overall, they kind of go together very nicely, and even though I say don't pick the same doctrine, they do enough different, except for the Tiger tank, that is a good combo, I would say, with the two. But in any case, we have a mortar most likely about to come down. Come on. Dang it. Would have been a good hit. Would have been. Vickers. Yep. He has Vickers machine gun equipped to the thing. I thought I heard it. So if you don't know, you can either do a flamethrower, or you can get the Vickers machine gun attachment that suppresses. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And again, suppressions cost a little more, but 10 munitions is not that much, honestly. Cause nice suppression. Unfortunately, this MG is opening fire, and a couple more rounds should get armor-piercing rounds, which would tear all this stuff apart. Flank with the British infantry, but once again, they don't have high attack power, so I don't think it's going to work all that well. Ah, dang it. There goes the Universal Carrier in flames. British infantry needs to retreat immediately before it gets picked off. It looks like Sean's focusing on it, trying to kill off that infantry. Nope, he's going to pull back in the meantime. Not too bad. We got Soviet infantry moving on up. So again, he didn't go the MG. He went with the scout car, which I kind of get. Because again, if the Vickers machine gun is going to be a default for the British, it's like, okay, you got an MG captured and good. If you can just focus on AT with the penals, you can go through that. And that kind of helps as well. Right now, the Allies' major focus and major issue right now is they have a decent amount of territory. They just haven't captured the stars. And it's been 6 minutes, and I'm very, very surprised about that. They could send an engineer squad to go capture a star or something, but they're kind of disregarding it, even like their points over here, which would really help them out if they would capture it. But alas, they do not. Meanwhile, Sean's like, cool, I'll go for the fuel. And I don't blame him. If you're a German, you're like, hey, let's get that fuel up and running as quick as possible. Meanwhile, I was going light mechanized. I'm assuming he's doing that for flame with a half-track. Maybe a scout car, but I don't see that being as effective. You easily push back the Universal Carrier, and I'm assuming with the armor-piercing rounds, which you should be very close to getting. Wait. Oh, no, did it die? Oh, god dang it. I'm sorry. Oh, so close. Abraham, though, is down. Unfortunately, it looks like he doesn't have a huge army, gonna be honest. The Sophia guy has the large army, a more aggressive army as well. Pushing up quite a bit. Looks like while Sean tried to capture this, it most likely will be unable to hold it. And yeah, he's going to be pushed back pretty damn well. Grenadiers falling back, good idea. Again, the scout car could give chase, something you don't want. MG, unfortunately, being flanked, so yeah, he's going to pull that thing back. So that whole right-hand side is just collapsed. I do like how this map's a little bit more elongated than other maps. At least that's how it feels like, with like long paths kind of going through, kind of turning all back and forth. Nice idea with the Minesweeper as well. Very nice. Scout car, alright, deployed by Sean, could be effective. The reason I say this is to counteract the Soviet scout car and hold back infantry. But if these things get the PTRS rifles, they'll burn through that. As long as they're in some good cover, which there's plenty of cover all over this map, they can easily hold that thing back. Oh, nice satchel. A little bit of damage, a little bit. Scout car coming in, trying to push them back, and most likely they'll do a little bit of damage. But once again, if they kind of root themselves from some cover and get some rifles, they should be fine. Do we have AT? Do you have AT grenades? Is a question. You do not. So, alright. Yeah, that'll be an issue. You also don't have enough for... Well, no, you do, actually. So why aren't you... Must be... Oh, of course. Must be in territory. Really? You're not trying to go for that? That would be helpful. You are rushing for the tank battalion, and that's fine. You get some light armor. T-70 could be effective. We have a mortar half-track as well deployed, so really focusing on the mortars. Sin 7 talked about this a little bit more in the replay, which he did with 151 instead of me, which I was in the game, god damn you, Sin 7. But whatever, I'll have that up later in the week. But in any case, one thing they mentioned is how artillery is becoming more of a focus in this game, and I will agree. There's been a lot more mortars, Katyushas, rocket artillery, essentially, heavy artillery, a lot more prevalent in games, and that's fine. Maybe a little too much for my liking. Scout car trying to go in for the flank. Once again, you could equip this thing with a awesome AT rifle, but to counter that, Abraham deployed an armored car. Naturally, armored cars easily able to take out the scout vehicle, as this thing has a better gun and can easily go toe-to-toe with a scout car. Again, decent armor, and the scout car is easily hurt by bullets. This thing, not so much. Not as much as you might think. Scout car going in, balls deep. Trying to get the kill on the half-track. Giving chase, might be able to get the kill. Come on. Oh, missed the shot. MG like, maybe I should get out of here. We have smoke being deployed. Scout car now going in. Unfortunately, it's also locked in the smoke. Getting some nice shots. Still focusing on the half track instead of something else. Misses the... Or, no, I think it did hit. Just didn't do as much as it wanted to. Scout car still doing damage. Again, the most powerful thing right now, and they not focusing on it. Finally focused on vehicle. Missed the shot. Wow, this thing is missing left and right. Now unable to fire. Scout car... Now he deployed smoke, but the scout car is still giving chase. And... Oh, barely alive. Oh, so close. Now he deployed smoke. Scout car... Last shot knocks it out. That was pretty damn awesome. I love how, like, there were 3 smoke drops in that as well. That was just like, I'll drop smoke. No, I'll drop smoke. No, I'll drop smoke. It's like, wonderful. Just great. Everyone's smoking. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Anyway, so I can't wait for that to use that context. Anyway, Grenadiers moving on up, pushing back the Soviets. Should be able to hold them back over here, especially with mortar support. And push on through to capture this territory. Now the Allies need to, of course, take advantage of said resources, which finally they captured the star. Not the middle one, of course, but, you know, they captured at least the other star. So they're not like, losing points anymore. Abraham now has no army, and this could be a major issue. While, again, he's kind of gotten more balls deep in his tactics, him kind of, like, losing a decent chunk of his army over and over again has not been helping. So he needs to kind of regroup, rethink his idea, and kind of just hold back, because I don't see the Soviet player being able to hold them back for too much longer. Machine gun will help a little bit, and the reason I say it is at least it'll cover mid. Unfortunately, Grenadiers could easily flank through the building and kind of go from behind. Field troops are kind of holding. Maybe Sean doesn't know that the Vickers isn't isolated. Again, he doesn't have a recon available right now, so he doesn't see it. So... it's always funny. It's like, I wish people would know what's on the map, because they'll be like, oh, okay. There's that. And someone made up a good comment. As a commentator, I have to reconcile the fact that with a fog of war active, that the enemy may seem more threatening or more imposing than they actually are. And of course, I can always say stuff that a person should know what to do. But then I can also say, in this scenario where it's like, oh, dang it, you should have probably treated that sooner. He could have been focusing on the other side of the map, look back and like, oh my god, my unit's about to die, and retreated. I can still criticize it, but then I can also state that, like, again, that's why you have to be more productive with overwatching your units, and stuff happens, it's fine. This shouldn't be the end of the world. Because again, people are, usually just playing these games are having fun and kind of more focused on stuff, and may not, unfortunately, because, like, in a desperate situation, you may be seeing a situation and you may be thinking over it, but you forget something very simple, and it's just like, god dang it, and then you kick yourself later like, I should have done that thing. But of course, you're human, it's natural, you're gonna miss over the simple stuff. But while I'm commentating and I look over it, it's fun to notice that stuff out and kind of course let people know, so that way when a situation does occur, it's like, hopefully it doesn't happen again. And as someone who literally just had that situation happen at my work, again, shit happens. But as long as you learn from it, and it still everything works out, or at least, again, everything is fine, then, again, things are fine. Sorry to get off on that tangent, but, you know, kind of important. Nice grenade, push back the Grenadier squad. Scout car moving on up. Now, 7 kills? Come on, get 7. Get 7. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, scout car. Sean's like, I will kill this British infantry on the run. I must. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Abraham can't catch a break. And there... Wow, he's also targeting the fuel. Oh, boy. Soviet guy at least giving Fuzzy a run for his money. Do we have a... nope, we don't have a satchel charge going out. He gets suppressed beforehand. Conscripts, though, going around. He instantly retreats like, yeah, I'm gonna pull back before this gets bad. Opening fire, we have commando forces moving up along with a... We're engineers go with a flamethrower. Should probably go over their doctrines. Again, we have mobile assault regiment, which is okay. Overall, the nice infantry bonuses. Match was pretty good for counter artillery versus infantry. And vehicle crew repair is nice for healing vehicles. Overall, just a doctrine that's more focused on early game or mid game than late game, as rocket artillery can usually overwhelm that. What the heck? We have fire going down from the mortar half-track. Didn't expect that. But again, they're trying to burn it away, which I completely understand. Fortunately, it is being healed, so that does suck. And then we can see here he got the extra infantry with the bonus, so that will also be an issue. Sean, like, so desperately trying to kill that. Like, I will murder it. Unfortunately, his Royal Engineer Squad, oh no. Oh, he's trying to focus it. Doesn't happen. Anyway, looks like they are going to get the kill on that, so very nice job. Unfortunately, though, we have the M4C Sherman rolling on up, which is going to suck for that scout car if it doesn't get the hell out of there. The reason why I got that is from the, even though he's Soviet, is because of the Lend-Lease tactics, which is stuff that's essentially given to them by Allied support, which is kind of cool, like tools to heal, fuel drops, douche-gun machine guns, etc., etc. Sherman chasing the armor, because once again, we want to do that. Overall, let's also check back at his base and see that he got himself a Centaur to counteract the infantry. Very nice. Tank still giving chase, trying to own this infantry. And the one thing I will say is most likely got the tank faster than normal is because he was dropping in fuel. We saw a couple times he dropped in the plane flying overhead. That was dropping in fuel, which helped out the Soviet player kind of boost his fuel income. And I'm assuming he might have tried to also give some to Abraham as well. But nice job on his part, at least that allows him fuel. And right now he's going to probably have 2 medium tanks, while Fuzzy is probably just able to get 1 Panzer IV or maybe save up for a Tiger, which again would take some time. And Sean is in a situation where most likely, yeah, he's going to try to rush for a Panther, I assume. But we'll see how well that goes. Centaur and M4C Sherman just annihilating the German infantry. Unfortunately, Germans didn't really have any... oh boy, he's getting his revenge for all the time Sean murdered him. Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't have a lot of AT. Looks like we have 1. Panzer strikes would also probably be good in this situation. You have more than enough munitions for it. Rushing into the base, killing, unfortunately, Sean's AT, which is terrifying and terrible. Also, weird instance of why are you charging the guy's base again? Like, I get it. The Centaur, very good, but maybe not by itself able to really push into a base, because I see Panzer strikes possibly happening, and or a pack gun opening fire. Now, luckily, the Soviet player seems to be the more competent of the two, and is at least knocking out the AT gun to allow him to escape. And also, it seems to be moving up pretty much moving up the M4C Sherman to provide supportive fire, trying to help out the Centaur. But now he's crippled, and all they need themselves is an AT gun to kind of focus these guys in the base. Okay, nice shot on those guys. And I'm assuming, where's the pack gun? I know it was just deployed. I literally, oh, there it is. Pack gun coming into the field, and these two need to run like hell because, well, the scout car, as long as it can stay alive, has a bonus. You can see here, increased vehicle sightings. Just to get you perspective, again, it can see pretty freaking far. You equip that with the pack gun, which has long range, and yeah, you're gonna have a bad day for the British player. Luckily, the tree took the shot, so good job for that tree. I guess it was an allied player in disguise. Still firing upon the base. Knocked out the MG. We also have a Stu moving on up. He's trying to kill the pack gun with it. I don't understand why. Once again, not a great player. If you're trying to focus killing the AT gun with a Centaur. Another pack being taken by the Allies. Very nice job. Again, they know, like, okay, they're getting some armor of their own. Let's get their AT gun. And now we have 2 M4C Shermans. Allied player, again, we have another fuel cache. Yeah, fuel cache going down, grabbing this point, maybe another one. But yeah, Abraham needs to stop getting his units killed. But because, my God, he will get his teammates killed. Luckily, Sophia has more than enough armor and pretty much men to kind of hold back just both German players. And again, both Germans combined have 90. He has about 73, so he's not too far off. But then you combine in Abraham, they're equal. But there shouldn't really be one player. There shouldn't be 2 players. Better statement. 2 players with such, like, different, with such differing unit amounts. With 22 and 75, that's kind of showing you a very good player with a very bad player. Recon going out, which, you know, would have been really helpful if that Centaur was still out to shoot it down. Or just get shot down by a machine gun or something. 3-star scout car, very nice. This guy loves going in balls. I'm just pointing out, he loves going in balls deep. Because how many times has he charged in? A grenade going out. Does a little bit of damage. Just a little bit, not too much. But overall, decently effective. Until you realize the fact he's next to the base, we can literally walk back. Oh god. So, just like the Sin 7 replay, my brother did, the pack gun has also become something where I've seen a lot more of people kind of like hoarding AT guns for, to fire it just kind of in a volley to against enemy forces. Again, in concept it would work until, well, this works until you have to worry about artillery. And that's maybe why people are making more artilleries and this has been more used. Because I've seen actually in quite a lot of games, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, it looks like the M4C Sherman still injured, needs to heal. Luckily we have the crews coming in. Scout car trying to do a recon to identify where those tanks are. Most likely they're like, okay, it's somewhere over here. Let's get the pack gun stationed. Looks like Sean is kind of just preparing them in multiple directions in case the armor comes that way. But looks like he has to worry about, oh, I don't know. The infantry coming on the right-hand flank. More so. Panzer Grenadiers moving on up. Looks like we have a satchel charge trying to go out. Tries to throw it this way. Oh, no. Doesn't really hit either of them, and that kind of sucks for those penals, which should make it at that point. Oh my god, so close, so close. But probably should have just focused on the fuel cache rather than the infantry, because that would have definitely killed the fuel cache rather than trying to kill the Panzer Grenadiers. Even though they're a little bit more expensive, I would rather go for the instant kill than the maybe kill, in my mind. We got a Stu, again, on standby as well. Maybe try to push back the M4C Sherman over here. We got Sean on the upper right-hand quarter with what? Oh my god, a Tiger. That's terrifying. M4C Sherman goes down from the pack gun mixed in with the Stug. Very nice job with that. Now, what do the Allies need to do? Well, I would say for this Abraham guy to actually start really focusing on, I don't know, having an army. That would probably help. He has yet to pick anything. I mean, again, it would kind of help having a Gammon bomb or some airburst shells, but then I look, I'm like, oh, he doesn't have the infantry to throw it, and he has been kind of failing with grenade. I swear if he did it. Why did you just waste commandos? Oh my god. Well, nice job, Tiger Tank. Nice job. He's like, man, you could get in that pack gun. Please do so I can one-shot you. Thank you. Have a good day. Because now you can't retreat. Alright, looks like that was a satchel, I assume? Kind of hurt the Grenadiers a little bit. Stug's on standby. Most likely what I'm seeing is Fuzzy's like, I'll get the Stugs to counteract the armor. You just get the big heavy tank. And M4C Sherman in the base. Why do these guys love going in the goddamn the German base? That's like the 4th time that they've gone in there. It's like, go anywhere else. Anywhere. Just don't go in there. What happened at the top? I'm confused by that statement, but alright. Maybe he just didn't take the territory? Yeah, not sure.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
In any case, let's see. We got the Tiger Tank rolling up. We got some pack guns on standby. Yeah, again, I see Sean ripping the British player into pieces. Very, very easily. And I love all the assortment of units, stuff like that. That really does help, just being able to cover each other. Scout car provides recon, you have the MG and pack gun using it, kind of holding back infantry and armor alike. Tiger Tank is going alone, which could be a risk, but again, kind of just drawing the armor to this kind of death trap over here. Pack gun guarding the flank as well from armor flank, which is nice. Centaur giving away its position with a Tiger focusing on the more important thing. Plane crashing into the Allied base, which was the German one. Tiger focusing on oh, okay, MG's focusing on that while the main gun's focusing on the Centaur. Nice. Very nice. Tiger Tank should be able to push back that Centaur. Do we have a flank coming in? Yes, we do. We have the Sherman coming in, but the pack guns... Oh, no, pack gun got not... Well, no, I think that was the... Yeah, I think that was the Allied one. Yeah, it was, because the commando's gun. Right, how bad my memory is. Anyway, so, Pendragonier's moving on through. We have a pack gun on standby. Gonna try to help out, I assume. Another pack gun on standby. No, 2. No, 3 pack guns. And unfortunately, Sherman's like, I'm gonna back up, and not a bad idea. Infantry pushing on through with the flamethrowers. Nice job pushing back the German variety. Unfortunately, the MG, along with the scout car, should push back any additional allied infantry coming on in. Tiger tank gonna head back up, just relax, and just try to pick them off from afar. So not a bad idea. Knocked out the building. Good job. Unfortunately, Sophia losing a lot of men overall, and yeah, he's gonna... Unfortunately, not a lot of manpower to restock all those guys. So things are not going well for the allies. And again, if I had to give a reason why, it's Abraham. Abraham is just overall sucking. He has more men now than Sophia, but tactics-wise, Sophia has just done a better job. Sean, very nice try keeping units together, and Fuzzy overall nice support with his tubes as well. Looks like we have another allied supply drop coming in. Try to drop off some fuel at the Soviet base. Not a bad idea. We have Mattress opening fire. Kind of hitting the large chunk of units over here. So nice job. Unfortunately, you're kind of missing a decent amount of the weaker infantry units, but hey, you still did good with that Mattress shot. So Abraham, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. Four kills, can now fire faster, and it only have to wait a minute and a half now. So good job. Recon's going overhead, but the Centaur should shoot that sucker down eventually. Maybe. Yep. And where's it gonna crash? Come on. Come on. Ah, dang, it's over there. I was like, hit the AT gun. Hit the AT gun. Hit the AT gun. Ah, dang, it's not even going close to it. Looks like the Allies and well, yeah, the Germans will probably go into one final climactic battle. If I had to say who would probably win, I'm still going with the Germans. They've so far, again, Sean and Fuzzy have been better tactically and also cooperatively together, whereas this is a good example where the Soviet and British are kind of acting separately, which is not exactly helpful. And actually, fun fact, not only battles but in wars, if you do not work cooperatively with your either your allies or your cohorts, it doesn't work. Germany in World War I and World War II, again, you can definitely see reasons why, but it was like, no, we're gonna take command of this over like, their allies of Italy and Hungary and in World War I, Austria, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire and Ottoman Empire. Again, not because they were necessarily wrong, but if they would have cooperated a little bit better, things would have worked out a little better. Because again, Germans are like, we're gonna do it my way or the highway, and the Austrians are like, yeah, we could use a little help. That being said, they were also run incompetently by their own military leaders, so, you know, own issues. Plane crashing right into the Soviet base. Sucks for him. British kind of falling back. Pack guns on standby. Again, you can see here Sean's trying to lure in that Allied armor for a final engagement. You can see here on the left, though, M4C Sherman also fighting another Tiger tank. Stu coming back around, trying to help. Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, Su-85 now also opening fire. That could be a bit of an issue. Oh, shit. Oh, following camera. Oh, so that's what Abraham was trying to do. Alright, just looking over there. Okay, let's not do that, because that's a little bit jerky. Nice shot, pushing them back. Stu trying to get a nice shot in, or lure them in, I assume. Stu going in there like, hey, what's up? Su-85 is like, oh no. I don't want to deal with this. On the upper right-hand side, we have Mattress fire. Wow, gave you some nice kills. One thing I'll say to Abraham, decent with the Mattress. He's good with the Mattress. Pack gun opening fire on the Firefly. If they knock that out, Tiger tank should be able to roll on through. Wow, Firefly deciding, yeah, I'm going to engage the pack gun. Because that's a really good idea. Tiger tank, unfortunately, pushing him back. Very nice job. Centaur falling back, leaving the Mattress open for a Tiger tank to light that sucker up. Unfortunately, Sophia also backed up. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Overall, looks like Tiger tank should be able to wipe them out. Looks like we have a recon plane going out. Again, Sean's just trying to most likely remove them. I also like how the Centaur's not moving. It's like, yeah, I'm screwed. Or it was a trap for the S-285 to knock out the... No, he just didn't move. S-285, though, getting some nice shots on the Tiger's side armor. I was going to say, where are those pack guns? Moving on up. S-285's like, I can go in for the kill, and the pack guns are like, no. Just no. That's not going to happen. One more shot should neutralize that S-285. Yep, there it goes. Very nicely done. Some infantry moving on up, but there's really not much they can do. There's no AT, nothing they can take, and they can't really support. They're trying to take the point, which is fine. Commandos can do it. Again, they're camouflaged, so you can't see them. But everything else, it's just, yeah. Sean has this area locked down. There's not much this guy can do. Nothing he can do. And overall, it's kind of sad. If this guy was a better player, Sean might have had more of a challenge, but because again, I feel like if he would have cooperated with Sophia did a damn good job for what he had to do with his teammate, but alas, he just can't keep up, unfortunately. Fuzzy as well, nice job. I like the Stu combined with the Tiger, doing really well with that, and I like how you're being very supportive with it as well. Overall infantry doing okay, nice 3-star guys here and there. Again, but Sophia has like consistently the most veteran guys, stuff like that. It's definitely nice. It's definitely good to see again. At least Kim keeping the Soviet infantry alive, because I don't know, as a Soviet player, it's for some reason you just find it difficult to keep your men alive. I don't know why. Maybe it's the mass assault tactics you do. Go figure on that. Sherman's trying to flank a lot of Sean's units, which are overextended, which could be effective. I like how he's targeting the pack gun, realizing, okay. Oh, and I'm sorry. Knocked out the mortar half-track. Tiger tank being flanked. Again, that's a good play. I like that. He saw how far, again, he was to his ally, and now he's going to use the speed of the M4C Sherman to overwhelm them. Unfortunately, Sean is now just going to employ another Tiger tank. That was a really good last-ditch effort by Sophia, which again shows the capabilities of one player and the, well, issues of another. Stu's rolling on in, missing the shot. M4C Sherman using its speed. Oh no, scout car live. Oh no. Up. For some reason targeting that. Oh no, scout car, no! But literally walks into a Tiger. Wow, still going. It's going to go into the base again, I swear to God. Tiger tank. Oh, missing the shot. The other Tiger tank, though, on standby. M4C Sherman. Oh, boy, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's going to outrun the barrel. He's trying to outrun the barrel. Oh, my God. This M4C Sherman will not die. It's amazing. Aw, oh, damn it. Nope, Stu gets the final kill. Oh, fuck. That was so amazing. He's like, I'm gonna keep going. And he just kept going and going. And alas, the Allies surrender. That was a nice final engagement, Sophia. So what do we learn? Abraham sucks. Or not as good. Sophia did really damn well for what he had. Great armor gameplay, great infantry gameplay, just really good. Wish he had a good, better player. Sean, great job on the offensive, most damage and most kills. But alas, and the same thing with Sophia, damage and kills, just excellent. Even with the KD, still damn good job. But one thing I'll say is you did overextend. I don't think you were expecting Sophia coming in, just wiping out your whole frontal group, which was a good job on his part. Fuzzy, good support. Unfortunately, you did have trouble pushing back Sophia, but you still did a damn good job of going toe-to-toe with him for quite some time. Sean just trounced Abraham. And one last thing, I do find it weird that they did push inside the enemy base so effectively. And Sophia did try to help his teammate out, but yeah, his teammate's an idiot. But in any case, that's game on. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time.
Before this video ends, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon supporters like Ace, Leo, Tim, Sean, Sejones, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support, and I'll see you next time, guys.